Families facing critical illness, a wish can be more than a moment of joy. It can be a source of strength and hope.
Absolutely. And this morning we are talking about how the Make-A-Wish Foundation is changing lives across our region and how the upcoming Wish Ball helps make that possible. Joining us this morning in studio are Make-A-Wish recipient and Maryland native Zahara Weeks. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. And also CEO of Make-A-Wish Mid-Atlantic, Leslie Creedon. Hello, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Zahara, let's start with you. So you have lived with sickle cell for all of your life, right? Yes. Can you just let us know, for those who are not familiar especially, what that experience has been like for you?
So growing up with sickle cell really has taught me how to advocate for myself, I think, and also have empathy. I think when you have a chronic illness, you learn that you have to adapt to what you're surrounded by. And so I think that's one of the biggest lessons that I've learned with growing up with sickle cell.
And Wisdom and I were talking before we came on, your wish was to swim with the sharks.
Yes.
You have many questions.
I have lots and lots of questions. Now, Leslie, you just told me that these were whale sharks, not just regular sharks. So
that's my understanding. Yeah, she's the expert.
Right, you're the expert. So real quick, I want to know what the experience was like. What was that like for you?
It was really beautiful. I love whale sharks so much. And so I was really happy being able to see them and being able to swim next to them. And it was honestly something that I thought I would never be able to do, and I was just really happy about
No fear, no scared? You weren't scared at all?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Look, when you have to face down an illness like sickle cell, right, it makes you a warrior of sorts. And in fact, you documented your journey and your swim in a book, right? Tell us about it.
Okay, so currently I am writing about a book about not only my Make-A-Wish journey, but about how I've evolved with sickle cell as well. And I'm really excited to be able to continue on it and be able to publish it.
I love that.
Yeah, all right, Leslie, let's bring you into the conversation. Why are moments like this so important, and what does it take to make them happen?
Well, wishes are something that bring a lot more than just hope and joy into a child and their family's life when they're battling a critical illness. It also helps them build resistance. It is actually shown by a lot of doctors and in the peer-reviewed literature that a wish actually is a very critical component of a child's medical journey. So they're not just nice, they're actually necessary to a child's recovery and ongoing health and well-being.
And the Make-A-Wish Gala that's coming up, it lets us all get involved in making
That's right.
wishes
Next
come
Friday
true.
at the Washington Hilton is our annual Make-A-Wish Wish Ball. We'll have about 800 of DC's top philanthropists and corporate executives in the room celebrating our wish families like Zahara, but more importantly, raising funds so that the 459 children right here locally who are waiting for their wish can have their wish granted.
How can people get involved if they're sitting at home watching this?
Yeah,
and saying,
well, we hope everybody can get involved, even if they are not attending. We have a fantastic silent auction. We've got a great raffle where you can win vouchers to stay in any Hilton hotel anywhere in the world for 7 nights.
Oh, wow.
All the information is at our website, wishballmidatlantic.org. And if you go to our website, you can learn about how to get involved throughout the year as a volunteer, as a fundraiser, through other signature events that we hold here locally and in Baltimore.
Zahara, I want to give you the last word here. What did it mean, if you could sum up, what did it mean to you to have your wish granted?
To have my wish granted was to have an experience that I feel like I would have never had in my life. It was really something that I would call a milestone, where I kind of I wasn't thinking about sickle cell when I was on my wish trip. I wasn't thinking about the hospital when I was on my wish trip, and that was a beautiful experience. So I guess that's what I felt.
That's amazing. Why sharks? I'm just curious.
Okay, see, we started with this.
I'm fascinated by sharks.
It was going to come out, right?
Why sharks?
So I've always loved just nature and marine biology and things of that. And so I would always learn little fun facts and stuff like that. But upon learning about whale sharks, I realized that there wasn't a lot of research about them, and they're so huge and it's so beautiful. And it just reminds me how they're so gentle as well. Reminds me that even though we are so evolved, we can still learn from nature. So
Brilliant.
I have
really
a whale thing, so I kind of get it too.
Okay.
You know, I
All
want to
right.
whale watch too. So I'm inspired by you and your journey and how brave you are. Thank you so much for spending some time
Thank
with us,
you.
Leslie.
Thanks
Thank you
for
as
having
well.
us.
We appreciate it.
Okay.